Sinners from all reaches of the land of Mentinium gathered at the great glacier to worship the old dark spirit Inamacree, who had now been imprisoned in the ice for hundreds of years. From their praise, Inamacree grows stronger, and the ice melts. The dark spirit was originally imprisoned by 5 learned sorcerers of old, and all are long dead except one, the wisest, whom is not on this earth, though never did he die. The only hope for the good of Mentinium lies in an acorn which, when taken to the wisest sorcerer's birthplace, the monastery at Mount Dard, he will once again tread the worn earth of Mentinium. Now, the bejeweled acorn travels with the wisest sorcerer's heir of 15 sons down. The heir travels the dangerous land with his servant. Or should that be his heir and company travel? His heir travels with company? The young peasant boy Bale saw her eyes for the first time through the splintered panels of the carriage. The stately coach had been ravaged by a beast so violent the vicious marks of claws made Bale's spine shiver. The lord's body, whom was actually the wisest heir, lay ravaged in the mud, still grasping the vital acorn in his closed fist. The twinkling, fearful eyes belonged to Karina, who, though clothed unsuitably, claimed to be the lord's daughter. So Bale and Karina set off into the woods, carrying a treasure Bale knew little about. They crossed rivers and streams, paced meadows and fields, struggled through thickets and woods.
I have to say that if you're a good mistress and you have, you know, your...
Karina and Bale both stopped as they sensed something deadly in the air. As birds sprang to flight, Bale spotted smoke rising from behind some trees. The smoke thickened, and the cries of trees falling echoed. Bale and Karina began to run as the great forest that had stood for 1,000,000 years was being smothered by fire.
Hello. Someone called Paul.
Hello. Oh, hiya you. Long time no hear. How's it been going? Yeah? So you're still getting into trouble then, as always. Nah, I've changed. I've grown up now.
The great beast paced the land, hunting for the treasure he was sent to find. Made of hate, anger, and shadows, the creature combined the speed of a leopard with the ferocity of a tiger. This was the infamous Ivid.
He was having a bad day.
Look, he had no right to treat her like that, and do you really need any more friends?
Shit. He smiled at me, that's all. Do you really have the right to blacklist people?
The Ivid was one agent of Inamacree, but the Count of Trier was yet another. The Count had invited the travellers into his household with charm, but not sincerity. The Count was an ingenious sorcerer. His house was filled with mirrors, and when the Count looked in his personal mirror, he could see everything the other mirrors reflected. I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Why did you act that way? I thought you understood.
Karina and Bale jumped from one jagged rock to another as their pursuers gained on them with every step they took. They ran, though the rain beat down on them. They ran, though the rocks swallowed their steps. Then, as lightning struck, Karina slipped and her body was swallowed whole by a crevice in the rocks. When Bale reached her, Karina's breathing was so light that already did he believe her end had come.
Maria.
Engulfed in rage and hate, Belle reached into Karina's pocket and took out the precious acorn. Climbing out of the rocks, Bale hurled the acorn into the lake below, lost. A prince, the heir to the throne, is lost. Brock had lost his dying king, Brock had lost his kidnapped son. The saucepans and pots remained in the ash shell. For all with good hearts, the future of the land now seems tainted with darkness. Sent to return to the maid was ever to invite two hungry travellers into the care of his heart. They were responsible, they were to blame, but it was not right to blame her, for if it was the beautiful Karina sitting alone in her room. And one thing that made this Belle turned away, unable to watch as the Count chillingly began to charm Karina and the young bodies of the travellers. Bale hurled the acorn into the lake below, lost.